Working, James Webb Telescope. Welcome to this new documentary. If it is the first time, I introduce myself. I am the Engineer Hiddekel Morrison and I appreciate you decide to see this educational content. Let's learn about the most recent achievement of the James Webb Space Telescope and find out together if this marvel of science and technology is ready to explore the universe. Do not miss a single detail of this documentary. From an engineer's perspective. Let's start. The James Webb Space Telescope of the National Aeronautics and Space Administration of the United States, NASA, together with the European Space Agency, ESA and the Canadian Space Agency, will be able to visualize the first galaxies that formed at the origin of the universe, for which you first need to cool down your instruments. In a process that reached a major milestone on April 7, 2022, when Webb's mid-infrared instrument cooled to its final operating temperature below 7 kelvins, minus 447 degrees Fahrenheit, or minus 266 degrees Celsius. The low temperature is necessary because the four instruments on the James Webb Space Telescope detect infrared light with wavelengths slightly longer than what human eyes can see. Distant galaxies, stars hidden in dust cocoons, and planets outside our solar system all emit infrared light. But so do other hot objects, including Webb's own electronic and optical hardware. That's why cooling all four instruments and the surrounding hardware suppresses those infrared emissions, preventing errors in the telescope's uptake. Another reason Webb's detectors need to be cool is to suppress something called a dark current, or electric current created by the vibration of atoms in the detectors themselves. The dark current mimics a real signal on the detectors, giving the false impression that they have been struck by light from an external source. Those false signals can drown out the real signals astronomers want to find. Since temperature is a measure of how fast the atoms in the detector vibrate, lowering the temperature means less vibration, which in turn means less dark current. But first, I ask you to support us by liking this video, sharing this video with your contacts, and subscribing to this channel, turning on notifications, so with your support, we can continue to frequently generate interesting documentaries on aerospace technology and the universe. Thank you for contributing to the creation of educational content. This James Webb Space Telescope is an engineering marvel that cost about $10,000 million. Despite the progress made, the telescope is still in the final preparation process. Let us remember that from the beginning it was reported that the calibration alignment process would take about 6 months, so scientific operations are estimated to start in June of the year 2022. After this cooling process of the mid-infrared instrument, the next step is the second multi-instrument alignment, to make final adjustments to the instruments and mirrors if necessary. Now that the instrument is up to operating temperature, test images of stars and other known objects will be taken that can be used to calibrate and verify instrument operations and functionality. The team will perform these preparations along with the calibration of the other 3 instruments. So there are still more challenges for the team of scientists to tackle before the James Webb Space Telescope can begin its scientific mission. All these works and preparations are carried out while the James Webb Telescope is orbiting an area known as the Lagrange Point 2, L2, 1.5 million kilometers from Earth in the opposite direction to the Sun. In a strategic spatial location from where the James Webb will solve the mysteries of our solar system, look beyond it to distant worlds around other stars, and investigate the mysterious structures and origins of our universe and our place in it. What do you think of the progress process that James Webb is leading? I am attentive to your reflections in the comments of this video. While I leave you with these recent images of galaxies and stars that the James Webb took in its initial phase of calibration. As usual, we appreciate you informing us. It is a real pleasure to be able to provide you with the main news, trends and developments about the most important aspects of aerospace technology and the universe, from the perspective of an engineer. I am the Engineer Hiddekel Morrison, and I invite you to meet again in a future installment.